Welcome back to a brand new episode of Around the Geek. This is episode 169, and I have a lot of things to go over, some stuff to talk about, including that Doctor Strange trailer from the Super Bowl and everything else. You're about to hear that Around the Geek recap and everything that went down with that. It says episode 169, so close to 200. Gotta do something big. I can't think of it yet, but I'm gonna tweet it out. I'm gonna put it out there. We're gonna finally get there where we need to be for that's next episode. All right. So you know how it goes. Like I said, this is brand new Around the Geek, but some classic things are still gonna be there, right? So how has my week of gaming and watching been? Well, I'm about to tell you right now. So first thing, I finally beat Ratchet and Clank on PS5. Man, PlayStation really took their time with this one. Really gave me what I wanted out of it. The weapon selection was amazing in this Ratchet and Clank. The story with Rivet and Ratchet, and Ratchet still trying to find the last of the Lombaxes. It's still pretty. This is really good. Of course, Dr. Nefarious and Quirk. Now, if you haven't played, Ratchet and Clank, Crack in Time, this one allows you to go. You have the rift gimmick in this one, which allows you to go through rifts in time, because they're going through different dimensions, which seems to be, the theme of of the last couple years. Is, different dimensions, multiverses. So you go to different dimensions because Ratchet wants to find other linebackers in other dimensions because he can't seem to find them in the one he's in for whatever reason. But like I said, this is a really good game. Really take use of the haptic feedback with the PlayStation 5 controller, which I really like. So you feel like the pressure sensitive, like when you use certain weapons or you push the button all the way in, it does something else. Like certain guns have will change how they shoot when you push the trigger all the way in, and you feel the resistance in the trigger, which was something I really like. The PS5, like I said, hopefully that more games kind of use that controller to really show what it can do, because I know for like the DualShock, for example, like the motion controls, they didn't really use that all that much. And after, I want to say, what was it, Infamous, where you could like spray paint on the wall and everything like that. You didn't really get a lot of that after that game. And the same thing for like the Switch too. Like when the Joy-Cons came out, it was maybe a handful of games that really used those functions. 1-2 switch, where you can feel how many ice cubes in the cup, stuff like that. And I feel like once those come out, then they just become regular controllers again. So like I said, I did notice that, like I said, talked about last week, was that with Wii Sports, they're going to be using Joy-Cons more. It looks like they're implementing the Joy-Cons more back into the games. And I like that. But like I said, hopefully with the PS5, the haptic feedback and the stuff with the controller is not just a gimmick thing. They use it more, because it does feel really good. It does make a big difference in how you play the game, which, like I said, I really like. Of course, like I said, still been playing Apex Legends. Been sucking hard in that this season. Mad Maggie is a freaking disaster. Once I actually get enough game under my belt to see how the season's gone, because right now they have the domination to capture the point, which I really only played like once. And like I said, you have the 3rd anniversary event going on right now, which also allows you to get the new Bloodhound skin that you still have to put in work. You have to level up after you do it. I don't know if I'm a fan of that. If I'm paying 140, 150 bucks to get this costume, I want it all right there. You know what I mean? So I don't know. See how the money's looking. I might invest a little bit into the season. As far as like the skins go, but I don't know how I feel about that Bloodhound costume just yet. It hasn't grabbed me 100%. And like I said, I guess I still really haven't found a foot in the season. I've only won a couple games, but I hoping that they kind of down. I don't know, that maybe they'll nerf Maggie a bit, because like you can't really nerf the speed, because she's running at regular speed when she uses the shotgun. So she's a freaking disaster. On top of that, she has the speed boost from her bomb, and then she has the drill, which of course can shoot through the walls. So we'll see what happens with that after the season. Like I said, once I get a couple more footage, I'll get some footage out there. I do a quick review on it, on everything else as well. Oh, I I did pick up Horizon, have not played it yet. Picked up King of the Fighters, have not played it yet. Still playing Halo. So I'll get back in that. I'll get back to you on that, how I feel of that. Once I finish that, once I finish the story, then I'll go back and do a quick review for you guys, so you can see how I felt about that. But other than that, only thing I really been rewatching is the original Yu-Gi-Oh series, but this time in Japanese. Now, if you guys don't know, the original Yu-Gi-Oh subbed had Crunchyroll had like the rights to, but they were only releasing like 3 episodes like every 2 months. So from like 2013 or maybe a little bit before that, you would only get like 3 episodes every couple months or something like that. So it took until 2019 or 2020 before they actually, I want to say 2020, before they actually finished the series, because like they were getting like rights to the episodes like a little bit at a time. So I'm finally watching that last arc right after the Kaiba Cup, and finally where the Pharaoh goes to find his memories and everything. So I'm finally watching that last arc. It's gonna be hard because I've never seen the series in its entirety. Like I said, I've been watching all 200 and something episodes so far on Crunchyroll in Japanese, which I honestly I like them both, but the Japanese, they don't give you the intros, stuff like that, and the outros, and the American version, they just use like the same theme music throughout the entire show. So I highly recommend going and watching Yu-Gi-Oh on Crunchyroll, the original series. Other than that, that's pretty much been my watch play. I haven't really a chance to do anything else, but doing a ton of reviews. You can check them out on Big Gold Belt Media. And like I said, just did the last episode for Peacemaker. And we got a bunch of more stuff coming up. Can't really get into it right now, but like I got a bunch more stuff with Big Gold Belt Media coming up that you can go check out. On top of that, let's get into some of the topics that we got this week, some of the news that we got this week. So apparently, if you guys don't know, like I said, the Kingdom Hearts collection apparently just freaking sucks on the Switch. Like, it's just terrible. If you don't know, this was cloud-based, so pretty much you got to be connected to the internet all the time to finish all of these games. So as far as I know, like, they give you all of the games, and you got to play this from the house. It kind of defeats the purpose of the Switch if this has to be cloud-based. I don't understand why they couldn't put this on a card, or maybe they just sold it as a set or something like that. But apparently, like, it just some of the lag, and if you ain't got a great internet connection, this ain't gonna be your game. Don't pick up Kingdom Hearts on the Switch, apparently. But I mean, if you want to give it a shot and you got a couple dollars to blow, then go for Kingdom Hearts on the Switch. Apparently, I have no interest in doing that to myself again. I already own them on PlayStation, and I don't need them again. And you could play them on Game Pass for Xbox. So if you really want to go through that, by all means, do that to yourself, and make sure you got a really good connection. Crunchyroll is now on the Switch. Now, this is something that I've been wanting since day one. Now, Crunchyroll has been on every single application since like PlayStation 3, I think, and it's just been I just don't understand what kind of the issue is with getting the applications like this on the Switch, because the only thing they've had like watch wise on there has been Hulu. And I really haven't used it that much on that, but I would prefer to have Crunchyroll on there, because when I do travel, when I go to cons and stuff like that, I want to watch some anime, man. Like, and this, like I said, this is finally on the Switch. Like I said, this is a big deal. And it's on every other platform, PC, everything. So finally, it's on the Switch. If you have one, go out there and download that application right now and watch your Crunchyroll on the Switch. And Crunchyroll, if you're listening, hey man, free sponsorship right here, man. Help us out. I love Crunchyroll. But so another big thing that happened this week was we finally got that next gen version of Cyberpunk 2077. So if you have a copy of it, just saying it, blow the dust off, and put it in, re-download that 160 gig Cyberpunk 2077. It's finally time to play that next gen version. Hopefully, I haven't heard anything bad about it yet. Seems to work. It seems like they got all the bugs out. I got a couple games on my list that I need to finish first before I even touched Cyberpunk 2077. But I highly recommend. From what I'm hearing, the game is good. From what I hear, it's just they had that little fiasco with the last gen versions. I'm not sure why they even released that on there in the first place. They already made it seem like it was a next gen game, and this is the way it was advertised. But I highly recommend, if you say, like I said, if you have a PS5 or you have a Series X, to go ahead and get yourself that Cyberpunk 2077. I can't get it right. I think it's on sale too, or it's been on sale. They probably gonna raise the price now. They're like, hey, the game works, you can buy it at $60 now. Stranger Things season 4 and 5 are gonna see. So season 4 is coming out. Season 5 is gonna be the last. Now, if you've watched Stranger Things, the spoiler alert, the show ended on the whole thing with the cop pretty much getting disintegrated, or he died or whatever. Apparently he didn't die, because they had a whole thing at the end of the series where they showed that he was still alive. Well, they didn't show him still alive, but we didn't see him. But as these kids get older, as obviously they get older and they're becoming more popular, and they've taken on more jobs. So, the Millie Bobby Brown has been in Godzilla and various other projects. It's probably going to get harder and harder for them to do, continue to do seasons. So I guess they're just going to go ahead and just do these last 2 seasons, and that's it. I mean, it's been on for a while. Like I said, these kids grew up on the show. So I can't imagine what I felt like. They could have just ended it at the end of the last season. They kept it moving, but they also introduced like the other psychic kids that were in the that last season, and they kind of did nothing with that whatsoever. So hopefully this gets into more of the monsters. It gets more into more of the psychic stuff. I'm looking forward to it either way. I mean, it's a pretty good series, but it's time to wrap it up. Like it's only been so long you're gonna be able to keep this going. This is Netflix's biggest thing. I mean, they make a killing off of it and probably license it and everything else. But it's time to wrap it up. Season 4 and 5 seems like a good time to wrap that up. Halo, which hasn't even premiered on Paramount yet, has gotten a second season already. Got me on that one. Like I said, it's got a second season. It looks good. From what I can see, I mean, they've been talking about doing a Halo show for what I feel. They've done a Halo show before, but not a Halo show to the scale and with this type of money. This is going to be on Paramount Plus, so they're fitting the bill for the CGI. Like I said, it looks good. I mean, I'm not sure what the exact story they're going to go with. Is this going to be like before Halo? Is this going to be like Halo 1 story with like mixed in with 2? Like I said, this already got a second season, which means they're trying to do some, lengthy little, long game with it. I wonder if we'll get like some ODST stuff, like so we'll see like other Spartans, or is it just going to be John? We're just going to see Master Chief. I mean, that's cool, but at least do something cool with it. So, especially seeing like the Covenant. So pretty much, you're gonna have the Covenant, and it's probably going to be CGI heavy. So hopefully, I mean, they got the money, so I mean, hopefully they get it right the first time, and we don't have to worry about it getting canceled. But like I said, I do check the trailer out for Halo. It does look really, really good. They showed a little bit more during the Super Bowl, but like I said, I mean, pretty much like the last game follows a completely different story from where this is going. But like I said, this looks going to be pretty good. So I'll definitely be checking it out. Hopefully we get that early, watch it, do a screener, and we do some reviews and let you guys know right here. Apparently Netflix is making a Bioshock movie. You remember Bioshock, that game where you go to a underwater world and it's full of people that don't want to change, that do want to change, but they're also racist. So pretty much, if you play Bioshock, like the whole game was that you've been assigned on a mission to come to this undersea place and rescue some girl or whatever the case was. In the process, you wind up taking with your body, giving yourself powers, taking down armored dudes in scuba diving suits, and crazy little girls that they're going to protect at all costs. I love this game. I don't know how they're going to do this as a series. I don't know how they're going to do this as a series. Especially if you played the game, you pretty much know where it's going. So I mean, obviously they're probably going to tweak the story a little bit, or just maybe they'll get into the world before that character even shows up to see what was going on. Because I'm pretty sure he wasn't the first to come and try to fuck shit up for everybody. I don't know, like the idea of taking a potion or injecting yourself with something to give yourself abilities is pretty freaking cool. Especially when you can control them well. And that game is amazing. This game first came out on like Xbox, like in like 2000, Xbox 360, like 2005, 2007 or 2008 maybe. And this is when the Red Ring of Death stuff was at full peak. So if you didn't have I didn't have a working Xbox at the time. I guess you were playing this on like PlayStation 3 like 8 years later. That was like 4 or 5 years later. But the game is good. Look, so we get, of course, Bioshock 2, and Bioshock Infinite. Are the 3 games in the series. So I wonder how much of that they're gonna take from that, or it's just gonna be a completely original story. Either way, like I said, the idea of this sounds really good. I trust Netflix to do this. They're doing a really good job with Witcher. So we'll see what they do. They haven't messed up yet. I don't know. They are releasing a Horizon Lego set. Now, I've recently just started getting into doing Lego stuff. I'm trying to build a Marvel Daily Bugle Lego set now that you guys have seen. I took pictures of it on Instagram. Check it out. So I've gotten part 1 of it done. So I hope God knows with the schedule I have how long it's going to take me. Hopefully I can do the next part today or to whenever. So once I get that done, I'll post pictures. Like I said, I'm posting pictures. I'm trying to do like a whole thing with it. But once I get it done, I'll show it to you guys. But they're doing like a tall neck Lego Aloy set. Looks pretty amazing. And like I said, I'll post pictures of the. That just reminded me. I post pictures of the Horizon Collector's Edition that I bought. I couldn't get the one above that, but I got the Collector's Edition. It's pretty freaking cool. But like I said, this comes out. I definitely might get it. Like I said, this got Lego fever, and I want to build Batmobiles. And apparently Horizon Lego sets, man, because this looks pretty freaking cool. The Funko Toy Fair was this week. Oh boy, this is the curse to my wallet, my pockets. Funkos, man, Pops. Funko Toy Fair. So pretty much every year they have like a big annual thing where they release a bunch of stuff. And some of the stuff, I'm not gonna get into everything, but some of them were like they got a Barto set, which I was able to get my hands on, except for Kawaki. Apparently that's hot. It's gonna be hot to get. Hot Topic, it has like an exclusive, like glows in the dark. Entertainment Earth has a exclusive Barto where his eye glows or whatever. And they got I can't remember Shikamaru's son's name, but they pretty much got they still got a Barto set. They just announced they got a Tokyo Ghoul set coming out. They got like some NBA stuff coming out with like the background or whatever the heck that is. They have some new WWE pops. Eddie Guerrero with the card. They got Undertaker with the casket. They're gonna have The Rock versus Cena in the ring. Seen that? They have Alexa Bliss. They got Roman Reigns. New pops coming out. So it looks good. They got a lot of new stuff that I've seen. I'm trying to think what else was on that list of things that I really wanted to put my hands on. They had a Loki from Entertainment Earth with the glow in the dark scepter. Now that looks freaking good. Now I definitely can say if you're a pop collector, definitely put your bids in there now. That looks good. I'm trying to think because I'm really only collecting like the anime ones and maybe whatever every now and then if it's something that I really like. That's all I can think about right now as far as like what's coming out that's new that I wanted. But like I said, I mean you can go on the Funko's website, check out they have a Sinister Six, hopefully Spider-Man's in it, 6-piece set that's going to be available through Amazon, so you guys can check that out as well. Or you could probably pre-order yourself one. I already pre-ordered the Doc Ock and the Vulture because I definitely want that one. They have an Avengers set that they did too, but I don't know how much that one costs or if you can even go back and get it at this point. But like I said, Funko Toy Fair. If you're a big Funko toy collector like myself, go out there and try to get what you can get your hands on right now before these freaking scalpers take everything from you, man. Because scalpers, I hate them. I hate scalpers. So apparently all the Daredevil, the Jessica Jones, the other Defenders content, the Luke Cage, all that stuff is leaving Netflix in March. So I guess the rights revert back and it's going to go to whatever. Hulu makes the most sense for that to go because that's partially Disney owned. It's definitely not going to Disney Plus because they're not trying to put any type of that type of content. Like I want to say adult content and rated R style content on there. So I don't see that going to Disney Plus. But like I said, Hulu is definitely a good base for that to go. I mean, I guess watch it all now while you got the subscription. I personally still haven't seen second season of Jessica Jones. I haven't seen the second season of Luke Cage. I haven't seen the second season of your boy Danny. So I guess at this point, if I haven't watched it, I ain't gonna see it. But whatever. I mean, those shows were okay. Daredevil was the best one. The Defenders sucked. man, that was they gassed that up, man. The Avengers level something on TV, man, for it to be that trash. Disappointed, just absolutely freaking disappointed. I can't believe they did this to me. I can't believe they did this to me. But like I said, it's leaving. If you haven't had a chance to watch it now. It's on Netflix. Usually, for those people that complain that there's never nothing to watch, now's your time to watch it. Hey, it's plenty of stuff to watch. Let me be in a bunker right now with Netflix. I'm watching everything. I'm all the Japanese, all the Korean shows, everything. You people complain all the time. So, and then we have we got a couple trailers here. I got one for Chippendale, which apparently they're doing a live action on a movie. I don't know if it's a movie or if it's I think it's a movie on Disney Plus, where they're doing like a 30-year later story where Chip and Dale are in the real world and so was happening, and it's got a bunch of celebrity guests doing the voices. So if you really like that, I would say definitely go and check that out. I watched the trailer just the once. I thought it was okay. But I mean, I also like Chip and Dale, so I'll definitely go check that out. Forget all that. I want to see a new Darkwing Duck show. I thought we were supposed to be getting this Darkwing Duck spinoff from the amazing DuckTales show that they did that ended like a year ago or so, and they had multiple appearances by Darkwing Duck. People lost their shit. I want to see a new Darkwing Duck show with this actor and everything like that. So they had a good backdoor pilot for it. When is Disney going to announce it? That show is too popular for it not to get a freaking show. So hopefully they figure that out soon, because I need this to happen now. And then, like I said, we had the Doctor Strange trailer. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Man, Spider-Man really opened up the gate on the multiverse stories and what they about to do with this. So from this trailer, we see that, this is like obviously after the fact of, Doctor Strange messing with the multiverse and trying to use the spell to delete everybody's memory across the multiverse, and he wound up opening up the multiverse because Peter botched the freaking spell, and so on and so on. So, but this one looks like we're getting America Chavez, we're getting your boy back with the Tyler Perry wig. I can't think of his name. I can't think of his name. The guy from the last one. Jeez, I guess leave it in the comments. My mind is blanking at the moment. But he's back because we haven't seen him since Doctor Strange. And looks like we're getting Wanda directly from WandaVision. That's piggybacking right off. So I mean, I don't see how you wouldn't have seen WandaVision at this point. I feel like if you're in for these movies, you're watching the shows too. But these movies are also set up so you kind of don't have to watch everything, but you got just enough information just to be like, all right, this is what's going on. Let's hop into this. Looks like they get into the multiverse stuff real heavy, and this movie is holding back a ton of secrets. And this movie comes out in May 5th. So from what we can see and what's been talked about across the internet is Professor X, talking and being in this movie. I didn't see him. It sounds like him, but I didn't see him. And it looks like they're setting up the Illuminati that you see do it in the trailer, like on not the stage, but like the platform that he's looking up at. So that'd be freaking interesting, and to probably see like different variations of different characters who could possibly come back. That's died in the Marvel U through the multiverse if they decide to go that route. And seeing as how What If is also canon, looks like we got, I don't know if that's the same Doctor Strange, but like the dark Doctor Strange that we got that transformed himself into like the super demon monster. Hopefully we get some more of that. This looks like it's going to be amazing, man. It's definitely a day one see for me. And the subtle threat of everything only being in theaters now. So I guess you're gonna have to go back to the theaters. Spider-Man cracked like $1 billion, hopefully 2. That's doing really good. But of course it's freaking Spider-Man, so that's not really fair. Hopefully this gets back on track. I don't think everybody's back to the movie mentality just yet, but I do think that people will go see their favorite character on screen regardless. Like I said, Batman comes out next month. I managed to get some tickets for that early, so hopefully we they start bringing it out the park with these comic book movies. That Batman looks good though, I ain't gonna lie to you. I can imagine like if we got Batman and Doctor Strange in the same month, how freaking crazy that would have been if we would have got those two movies. I wish they would have came out the same day. I would have wanted to see. I would have got tickets for like one show and then walked right over to them. Which one would I have seen first though? probably would have seen Batman first and then Doctor Strange, right? Because that's it's man. Anyway, I'm trying. Like I said, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Infinite possibilities for what they could do. So many characters they can introduce. And they just announced earlier too that apparently there's not going to be any more Avengers movies. So they're probably going to be like a new Avengers or rename it like some type of way or whatever. New Avengers seems cool. Like that seems like a way to go. But like I said, this opens up the door for so many different possibilities. And like I said, I can't wait to see Doctor Strange because it's been like since what 2016 since Doctor Strange has had a movie. I mean, he's been in other movies, but since his own movie came out, it was like 2016. So it's been what 4 or 5 years, about 5 years since. Yeah, about 5 years since that's supposed to came out last year. So like 5 years since Doctor Strange has had any real big involvement since Spider-Man. So I definitely can't wait to see it. This movie's about to change a lot of stuff down the board, along with Loki and everything else. So any theories that you have now, let me know in them comments. Let me know. I mean, only theory that I have is possibly bringing back Black Widow. If Scarlet, because I mean, they said she has like other projects lined up, might not have been involved with this, but I don't know. I don't think they're gonna do that because I think with the MCU they kind of want deaths to stick. They don't want it to be like no magic, whatever way to come back. If somebody dies and they just stay dead in this, I mean, it sucks because I mean it's comics people don't die at all, but or they don't stay dead except Uncle Ben and like Bruce Wayne's parents. But other than that, like I really hope that they do some big stuff with this movie being like 3 hours. So Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. So hopefully next week, in the next episode, I'll have some more stories to tell as far as like some actual wins or something in Apex, because Jesus, man. And also at that point I'll probably have played the new Horizon Forbidden West, which apparently if you get the collector's edition, it only comes with a digital code for the game, which you think if you spend $250-$300 you would get a physical disc as well. Sony, what's up? Like where's my game? I mean, I may buy it twice, who knows, just that I can put a disc in there. I'm trying to think. Other than that, Elden Ring comes out next week. Elden Ring, which is another Demon Souls Dark Souls game. I may wait on that a bit just to see how the reviews are. I mean, obviously, I'm still going to buy it because I want to play it, but I may wait on that. It's going to be a big game. It's going to be a big year for gaming. Like you said, Nintendo done dropped those bombs last week. PlayStation will be coming out with some new content. Xbox, of course, they didn't bought every studio, so we probably going to get all that stuff on Game Pass. Honestly, I expect to see a price hike on that Game Pass. If it ain't, it's like what, $15 now? Like no, it's $10 now. It's $15 with gold in the Game Pass. So I'm paying for the $15 one. But like I said, expect to see some price hike because they got too many good games in there right now. If you don't have Game Pass right now, what are you doing? Also, like I said, we're gonna be doing more. Probably do some more comic book stuff too. So next week we'll probably be talking about some more comics. Because I got like a subscription to like every digital comic thing. So like I said, next week I'll talk about some comics. But other than that, that was episode 169. I did an interview with Dan Waters. So check that out on Big Old Belt Media on their YouTube page with Big Old Belt Media. Dan Waters, the comic book writer. Check that out. I'll also be posting on my page soon. And like I said, I just did that interview, and I still got a couple some other reviews and stuff that I got coming out for you. I did a review on Shenmue, but that'll be up as well. So the first episode of Shenmue, the video game, you guys will check that out. And other than that, that's it. Check out that Funko Toy Fair. Check out those new toys. Around the Geek is back, baby. Around the Geek is back. We're gonna be doing this every week. We got a bunch of new stuff. Got a review for Uncharted coming out, the movie. So if you guys wanted to know how that is or how it was, you can hear it from me first, or if everybody that's not me. But this is what you're here for, so listen to my review. So you see how Tom Holland did in this new role as the infamous Nathan Drake. So like I said, that review will be up. I'll put that in the feed as well. So if you guys, you don't watch, you can check it out, you listen to it, let me know. But other than that, this has been episode 169, the Multiverse of Geeks. Now, I might use that title, Multiverse of Geeks. Anyway, I'm out, guys. See you later.